Almost through this lot. I think now we're into the weaponry that we picked up in that bullshit, extremely hard map. Exceptional archers. Do these... Will this crit? I mean, will this prone on crit? I know the Arbalest does. No, it's just damage reduction bypass. I don't know why the Arbalest by itself is such a really good weapon, you know. It has that unique property of being able to prone people on crit, but very few other weapons have something like that. That differentiates them. Oh shit. All these different helms and stuff. Oh, these are the disguises we used to have. The Wodika hood. Ebon hood, Talon's amulet, blah blah blah. Minor spellbind, minor cloak of protection. There's a lot of stuff we might be able to ship over to Zahua. Although I think we went through a lot of thought and calculation getting his major stats boosted by some of our items. Maybe we already have him optimally kitted out. Don't think you ever reused the Arbalest. I didn't use it until I started messing around. But you know, I had people like Kana, you know, who didn't really have any other skills at the time. But he did have a proficiency in the Arbalest. And I read that the Arbalest prones on crit. And it's been massive, really. Yeah, I mean, there are problems with it. It's certainly not an amazing balance. It's like they had to make questionable design decisions to keep the balance as it is without getting any weirder. Like the whole thing of you not being able to use buffs before combat because then the player would get too strong. But then it's like consumables become such a weird exercise in you know, just waiting right up until the moment before combat, starting combat, and then mashing your way through as many consumables as possible, and then starting the fight. It's really silly, especially for a combat system where everything's quite methodical, and you have to figure in the time it takes to do things. That woman singing is quite nice. Keep a little bit of variety in our clothes and bits and pieces. Sveth. I'm pretty sure we have some Sveth, right? Sveth. Sveth can be traced back to provisioners in the Valian republics, where the markets for the plant in question enjoy rapidly rising demand. Most commonly Tudor-inhaled, Sveth is infamous for the near catatonic state in which it often places its adherents. You know, this clumsy language there. An adherent to a drug. And those who use it claim that the drug gives them a sense of urgency and meaning, lost when the effects fade. More colourful accounts claim that the drug allows one to look within themselves and witness the sight of their own soul. So it's like peyote or some shit, I guess. Oh, books. I keep all those. Generally keep all those. And never sell ingredients. Never, ever. Now I'm about to become about 42k richer. Brilliant. I'm amazed. So this is another interesting thing about this game, which I'm not sure is a great idea. The fact that merchants have unlimited coin. So your vendor trash is always going to make you richer. And it's great for player convenience, but it's just bizarre that I can show up here and get this random innkeeper to pay me 41,000 copper pieces for basically dumping an army's worth of equipment on it. Well, fuck it, let's do it.
What is it?
We'll speak to the Orlan and so forth before we do anything about the Fenwin liquor and all that shit. Look at the druid class. Well, yeah, exactly. Heravius is absolutely ridiculous. His spells, he heals almost as much as Durance. He does way more damage and stuff than Durance. And his offensive spells are just insane. That Storm one is, I noticed back in the VOD, I went through checking out what kept me alive against those endgame enemies in that Cragholt quest. And it was basically his spells. Mostly this spell, some Insect Plague. And not only that, he also has a shapeshift to make him incredibly good in melee. And then he gets, side passives and shit. It's nuts. Crazy. Compared to Durance. And even Aloth. Aloth is only good because of one spell, really. It's Kalikos Minor Blights, his burst passives, and some other utility stuff.
Yes.
But those few things make Aloth incredibly good. In comparison, what has Levis got? He sings a few songs, and, and that's it. He tries not to get hit by shit. It's crazy. I wonder how good the monk is, though. We'll soon find out.
Well?
Place wouldn't be the same without Katie. Good on you. Good on you for saving her. A lot of typos I'm noticing in early on in this session.
Very well. What is it?
That laugh again. I remember that ambient laugh. Miniletters, minor missiles, no thanks. Money that we don't need, no thanks. It's fine. Oh, this is the Orlan? Well, she's cleaning, right? This can't be the same Orlan. Why don't she clean her own room? The service here, that shit.
Yes.
Talk to her!
Me. Was there something you need?
Oh no, she's a maid. She knits her fingers together and looks intently at the floor.
What is it?
That means I can't steal anything here. Not that I was gonna. You rushed this DLC last time. Oh, look, how far did you get into this? Because I noticed you said you seem to be saying you were past this town, but you missed a lot of stuff in the town. If you aren't too far past it, then yeah, go for it. Those look quite handy. Braces of Enduring, Constitution, and Resolve.
What is it?
And I think, yeah, you really do need to take your time with games like this. It's because I'm so...
Yes.
I play at a glacial pace for most games anyway. And I like my sedate games. Is this the Orlan? These are right up my alley, and it really doesn't bother me to go around every single inch of a map like Stalwart and check all the corners, talk to all the NPCs. I just enjoy that.
Not to be rude, but I'm rather busy. Can't you get another room?
The Orlan turns and glances past you with a quick, nervous motion. His ears, shredded and scalloped at the edges, are pressed against his skull. Herefrick sent me to check on you. He dislikes Orlan, so of course he thinks you're up to something.
What? Oh, no. No.
He runs his claws through his hair and tongues his long, ragged ears. Can't imagine why he'd think a thing like that.
Is she there? Did you see her?
He leans around you, peering at the doorway. Back up and tell me what's going on.
I was a slave in Raid Ceres.
Oh.
I ran away. Made it here. The mountains are usually the best place to lose slavers, but Duval is one of the best.
His hands tremble as he picks at his worn tunic. Don't worry, bro. Orlan Nation. We got your back. Orlan Resistance.